What is up guys, my name is Solheim and welcome back to another Wrath of the Lich King Classic video. Today we are actually playing TBC Classic, but we are talking about TBC Classic in regards to preparing for Wrath Classic, and we are talking about gold farms that you can do in TBC Classic right now to prepare for Wrath of the Lich King. I know GDKPs are probably king right now for farming gold, and a lot of you are probably just buying gold as well, but I also know that quite a few of us, myself included, prefer farming gold in the open world. For me personally, it is just a relaxing way of playing the game, flying around farming gold and seeing my gold increase over time, while I usually watch Twitch, YouTube or Netflix on my second monitor. It is also just something therapeutic about farming gold in the open world. It just helps me relax, and I've always really enjoyed it. So in this video we are looking at open world gold farms that you can do in TBC Classic to farm up some gold which will be useful in Wrath Classic, and I will be doing my best to show you the best locations suitable for everyone, but some of them will include different professions. Let's start with my all-time favorite farming location in TBC Classic, the Twilight Ridge. I cannot even count how many hours I've spent at this location. It is absolutely incredible. I've farmed here in phase 1 and I've farmed here in phase 5. It is always just incredible. The reason why I love this location so much is first of all the scenery. It has a really good vibe to it, but it also requires flying to get up here, which adds a layer of difficulty or a barrier to entry, which means a little bit less competition. Don't misunderstand me though, there's definitely competition here, but as there is a flying requirement, there are less competition or less people than there would be if there was no flying requirement to get here. The main reason why I love this location though is because it actually consists of 3 different gold farms, and you can pretty much mix and match any of the 3 to match your professions and preference. Farm number 1 is the humanoids down at the Twilight Ridge itself. These humanoids can drop reputation items, such as fell armaments and marks of Sargeras, as well as tons of grey items, green items, and other venerable items, and farming these humanoids by themselves can actually be quite valuable and decent gold per hour, but it's also usually highly contested. Farm number 2 is the snakes around the area. These are in the Twilight Ridge itself next to these humanoids, as well as on the other side of the cave, which you can either run through or fly over. These snakes can be skinned for cobra scales, which are selling for between 8 gold and 14 gold depending on your server, and you can expect to get anywhere from 10 to 20 of these per hour, giving you a gold per hour of 160 to 280 only from those scales, plus extra gold from knothide leather and venerable items. Farm number 3 is simply using herbalism and mining and gathering in this area. There are 4 different mana thistle spawns at this location, usually 2 of which are spawning at the same time or on the same interval, but the price of mana thistles have been plummeting recently. There are also mining veins spawning both inside and outside the ridge, which you can grab for some extra gold. So to sum it up, if you have no professions, you can grind the humanoids for reputation items and venerable gold, but if you have either skinning, herbalism or mining, you can make even more gold by incorporating either of those farms into your farming session. Before we go any further into this video, I want to say that I'm not doing a lot of sponsorships on this channel. I actually think it's been over a year since my last one, so if I'm plugging my gold guide in a few too many videos, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, and I'm gonna plug it again. This gold guide is a great way for you to learn more about gold making within the game that you're playing, and the game that I'm making content on, and it's a great way to support me even further as a content creator, while getting yourself a great product. So if you're looking to learn more about gold making in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, whether you are playing on progressive servers or fresh servers, just know that once you purchase that gold guide, I will do everything I can to help you make as much gold as possible. Once you purchase the guide, you will also receive all of the future updates for free. I'm planning to create a guide-specific Discord server where we can discuss even more gold making in a closed-off community, and there's lots of updates planned which you will get for free after purchasing it. And if you're looking to purchase it, you can also get it for 50% off by using the code Solheim, and the link is down below in the video description. Next up is another gold farm that everyone can do regardless of professions, and that is Mana Forged Euro in Netherstorm, or pretty much any mana forage. This place is once again a farm where you are looking for reputation items, this time arcane tomes and marks of Killer Addon. While farming, you can also find some hidden treasures in the form of adamantite chests, which can contain raw gold, auctionable materials, and health or mana potions, which can also be auctioned. The best way to farm this if you're hunting for chests is probably to fly between a couple of mana forges, and I will leave a link to the Wowhead article showing the chest spawns in the video description down below. But for example, flying between Mana Forged Euro and Mana Forged Quarry, while flying across the bridge to Arklon Ruins could be a really good farming route. Alternatively, just stay at one Mana Forge for a smooth farming session and keep an eye out for chest spawns. You also have Fell Steel chests which can spawn across a couple of locations in Netherstorm, once again linked in the sources down below. Another one that I want to mention is the Hyperspawn location in Shadowmoon Valley, just at the entrance to Shadowmoon Valley itself, where you are farming for Fell Armaments. I know, a lot of reputation items mentioned in this video, but reputation items are selling quite hot on many servers right now, as people want to finish their TBC content before Wrath comes out, and as reputation is still relevant in Wrath, due to achievements and titles, that is another reason why people want these items. This farm right here is a hyperspawn farm, which means that these mobs will constantly keep spawning, so you don't have to worry about downtime or competition unless there's like 10 people or more people over here, so you can pretty much always farm at high efficiency. This is by no means a new farm, pretty much everyone knows about it by now, but having gone back here recently myself, there's hardly ever anyone farming here, so I can make really good gold per hour. It is also worth mentioning that due to inscription becoming available, as well as lots of people switching to engineering, blacksmithing or jewel crafting in Wrath of the Lich King, farming with herbalism and mining in old zones in Eastern Kingdoms or Kalimdor is also quite decent, and I've made an entire video just on that topic if you're interested, but really, just pick a zone and check it out, as it's all based on price and competition while farming, which is different from server to server. Another really decent way of making gold in TBC Classic, while also working on finishing TBC content when it comes to reputation and content, is simply doing daily quests. Daily quests can actually reward you with really decent gold per hour if you optimize it correctly, and it gives you raw gold as well, which means you don't have to rely on actually selling materials in order to materialize your gold, and it provides a different way of making gold than actually farming for it. For most quests you can even group up and do them pretty quickly, and you're also getting reputation while you're at it, hitting multiple birds with one stone. So yeah, those are a couple, I guess technically 5, different ways to farm gold before Wrath of the Lich King comes out. Hopefully you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up for me, and subscribe to the channel for more gold making content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.